Hi guys, this is a song I just wrote with a little bit of reverb. Sitting in the corner, been there for hours. All you feel is older, your heart's a little colder. Every time that you fail, they just say gotta keep your head in the game. Now whenever you try, your dreams fly farther in your mind. Nothing makes sense, nothing rhymes. How many heartbeats get lost chasing the signs, waiting in line? You risk it all, but still it falls through the seams right before your eyes, always out of reach, never quite the time. All I know is that hope floats back to you. All I know is that hope floats back to you. Step around the corner, sun shines on you. Everything that you want comes into plain view. Wait another moment, you'll realize your dreams can come back to life. What if your failures don't make you weak? They just show you how strong you can be. You ask yourself, why do the seasons change? But every window leads to another day. All I know is that hope floats back to you. All I know is that hope floats back. You gotta get back up and try. 'Cause baby, you were born to shine. All I know is that hope floats back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Passions are the beacons of your destiny. It amazes me that I'm standing before you today. See, my first memory of public singing happened when I was in the 5th grade choir. I was placed in the second to last row of the auditorium. After our first performance, our teacher clapped and congratulated us on how great we sounded. And this was immediately followed by a tap on my shoulder from an outspoken girl standing behind me, who leaned over and whispered, half to me, half to her friends, clearly she wasn't talking about you, Leila. In case you're sitting in your seats feeling sorry for me, don't. I wasn't bad at everything, just music. I was actually really good at a lot of practical things, like math. I was so good at math, in fact, that when I was 14, my mom placed me in 3 simultaneous math courses, one of which was through a community college, and I was so obsessed with studying that when I finished the course, I wound up receiving an A+ in the class, along with a request that I tutor there the following semester. For the record, I'm just saying this to poke fun at the stereotype for female singers in Los Angeles. We actually can be smart and work hard. The 2 questions I ask myself are this: even if your art, your love, and your creativity don't bring you the grand dreams you carry deep inside, would you still have the desire to pursue them? If you had to make a choice between passion and stability, which would you choose? Much to my parents' dismay, I turned down my academic acceptance at the University of Southern California in order to pursue my passion for music at the Musicians Institute. This is my mantra. Learn to stop envying the naturals, because when things come easy, it must be hard to tell if you really want it. I really, really wanted music. College was a bit of a culture shock for me. I went from being the over-prepared best in class to feeling like I was learning Chinese. On the first day of school, we learned this thing called the major scale, which for those of you who aren't familiar with musical theory, the major scale is a diatonic sequence of intervals that can be attached and sang proportional to any pitch. What does that even mean? This is the major scale formula. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. When you sing it, it sounds like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfortunately for me, at the time, there was only about one key that was actually in my range, which means a majority of the class was spent either whispering the notes as I climbed the scale, hoping nobody would hear me crack, or blushing with total humiliation when my teacher would notice and call on me to sing up. Needless to say, I'm no stranger to being the underdog. The reason I'm standing before you today is because I learned to focus on progress, not perfection. Failure is a misnomer. There's no such thing. You are either stagnant or taking steps forward. Obstacles are exercises meant to prove how dedicated and resilient we are. Your current skill levels don't matter. With time, mastery will come. A master is simply a beginner who doesn't quit. Khalil Gibran says, "You've been told, even like a chain, you are as weak as your weakest link." This is but half the truth. You are also as strong as your strongest link. To measure you by your smallest deed is to reckon the power of the ocean by the frailty of its foam. I agree. Don't let discouragements and negativity settle in you. Even the smallest crack can sink a ship. If you're sitting there wondering what steps to take, go as far as you see, and there you will see further. Let your passions guide you. There are moments you step into, knowing they'll change your life forever. And here I am now. There are also moments that silently change you while you're steadfast in pursuing your dreams. They feel like obstacles, they feel like hard work, they feel impossible to conquer until one day you look back and you realize how far you've come. Let go of your expectations, chase your passions, gift your art. All it takes is a dream and the courage to take a step. So, to the person in 7th grade who left me a note saying, "Get a better voice or stop singing," I did get a better voice, and it's exactly because I didn't stop singing. Thank you. Thank you.